I'm very happy because I'm free now, I'm safe, but I left behind many things.
Across Britain, Afghans airlifted out of Kabul are coming out of quarantine hotels, like this one on the riverside in Greenwich. For Benafsha Yaqoobi and her husband Mehdi, this is the first experience of their new home outside isolation.
You made it.
Maybe we are here.
You made it. You made it.
She was a commissioner with the Afghanistan Human Rights Commission. Her work focused on educating children who were blind. No sooner had she left the hotel yesterday than she was advocating again on their behalf.
I leave behind my children. I leave behind persons with disability, my nation. I want to use from this freedom, I want to use from this space to help my people, to be their voice.
Benafsha has spent decades campaigning for people with disabilities in Afghanistan, has received aid money from the US. So, as the Taliban approached Kabul over 2 weeks ago, herself and her husband went into hiding. She felt like a target on many levels. As far as you're concerned, you sort of caused offence to the Taliban's worldview on lots of different levels. A, you were a human rights activist, and B, you're disabled yourself.
And C, I'm a woman.
Of course. They spent days hiding out in Kabul as it fell to the Taliban. Snuck out just 3 times to join the crush at the airport. We've seen the images on television of this, but of course, even though you were there, you weren't able to see what was happening around you. And I'm just wondering, can you describe how you processed that situation?
The crying of the children, shouting of the women, men, the sound of beaten, everything, really bad sounds that you can have the imagination.
With the help of the Danes and the British, herself and her husband eventually made it out. 14% of the Afghan population are severely disabled, decades of war taking their toll. In the mid-2000s, a study found that the majority of Taliban suicide bombers were disabled, indicative perhaps of the stigma around disability in Afghan society. Then there's the religious notion that disability signifies some sort of punishment for past sins. We asked the Taliban about the new regime's approach to people with disabilities. Benafsha, as you'd expect, needs some convincing. She wants Western governments to redouble efforts to get disability activists out. Her final thought? Not just that of the campaigner, whose work feels undermined, that of the refugee, who left home because what else could she do? It sounds like you have some hope still for the future of Afghanistan. Or do you?
Honestly, I don't know how to publish this, but honestly, no.
Do you not?
No. There is no hope. If I have a little bit hope, a short window, I will not leave my country. I would stay there. Nowadays, there is no hope.